If you're an atheist, you're a follower of your own desires, your own self. So you have your own desires, which is directing you to do whatever you want to do. So you've taken your own desires as your ultimate arbiter, ultimate guide, ultimate decision maker, right? Allah tells us in the Quran that there are some people who've taken that, their own desires as their own God. Because a God is anything that you give your gratitude and thanks to. Any object that is object of worship. So some people, you know how they love football stars and pop stars? They love, this is a kind of worship. When you say, I am the only one, I'm not going to listen to anyone, I follow my own thing, then you're actually making your desires like a god in that sense. You're following your desires, your own thing that your desires tells us. But the problem with following your own desires is this. People throughout centuries have been following their desires and they have come up with conflicting things, messages, ideologies and teaching. Some people saying my desires tells me that you're black people, you should be dealt with. You are the evil on earth and we need to annihilate all of you. Or vice versa, white people and so on. There are people like this, the KKKs, all the some the black people who have said, look, everyone. In fact, some of the people in this park says, are you white people? You're the devil. On this park, you'll be surprised. And they carry an iPad. They're digital, in the digital world, they carry an iPad and say you're the devil person because you're white. What can I say? May God help us all. So yes, people have taken their own desires in various ways and they have invented ideologies and teachings which you clearly know cannot be all right. So if you are an atheist, you know that now there has to be a creator of everything. It only makes sense that there is a creator for our universe. It only makes sense also that this creator is one and absolute. One and absolute. With consciousness, or when I say consciousness, possessor of life, will, energy. Why do I say one? Let me give you an example why I say one. Because some people might think, why not two or three? Do you drive?
I don't drive now.
Okay, you've been in a car.
Yeah.
Suppose you're in a car and there's two steering wheels, left and right. And there are two drivers. One is me and one is the other driver, right? I'm going to take the car to North in Birmingham. I don't listen to anyone else because I am independent. I'm absolute. I'm self-sufficient, right? I don't care what other people say. I'm going to drive independent of this car to the North. The other driver is also independent of everyone else, including me, right? He's a driver. He's got all the control of the car. He says, I'm going to drive the car to Portsmouth. Where's the car going to go? Possibilities, right? Car doesn't go anywhere. It goes to the north, it goes to the south, or goes somewhere else. If it goes to the north, like I did, then the other driver failed to take and steer the car wherever it's going. You can't have this car going in both ways.
I have a question.
Later. Or you can ask my brother that, right? You can ask my brother this question if you want to. Yeah, please go ahead, yeah? My brother is much more knowledgeable than myself. Please speak to him. So, if you have, as I said, if you have a universe created by two different God or creators, you'd have corruption, chaos and ruin. Imagine now one God says, I want now rain, and it rains. But the other God says, no, I want now total sunshine, no rain. What's going to happen? Rain or sunshine and no rain? Chaos, corruption. Imagine now one God says, you know what, this guy's talking too much. I want him to be dead right now. That's it. He's God, right? Absolutely all powerful. I will be dead. Flat dead. That's it. But the other God says, but this guy's making a little bit of sense. I want him to continue talking. I want to live. I want him to live for another, whatever years. 10 years or 20 years or 100 years, right? What's going to happen to me possibly? Either I carry on living and talking now, or I fall dead. If I fall dead, then the other God, other creator, which wanted me to live, failed miserably. Not all powerful, not absolute. But if I kept on living and talking, then the God that wanted me to be dead is the God that failed miserably to make me dead. So he wasn't all powerful. He wasn't all powerful enough to make me dead. So if you look at it this way, you cannot have more than one absolute. because there will be this contradiction. It's not going to work. Yeah. So that's why when we look at this universe, we see evidence of one creator. The universe, with all these constants I talk about, evidence of one creator. So that's why we say, yes, if you don't believe in God, but when you realize that the universe is working, clearly evidence for a creator, and that creator is one and only one. What other characteristics? When you examine the guidance that this creator has sent, you will see it's clearly laid down. This creator is called the creator originator of the universe. This creator is called one who is all hearing, all seeing. The one who relates with
Is it a loving
creation.
creator or a hateful creator? Which creator are you talking about?
This creator, because it's one, this creator has attributes of perfection. So this creator is just, doesn't say, you know what, because the first human beings, they made a mistake by the whispering of Satan, I'm going to punish you for that. There are religions you'll hear that Adam and Eve is common to Judaism, Christianity and Islam, right? If you consider Judaism and Christianity, they will tell you, you can examine them later, and you can examine and